Divided. The five of us had been planning this trip for years. A week in a remote tropical village, white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, nothing but peace. Or so we thought. Ethan, Marcus, Jordan, Ava and I, Harper, landed at the small makeshift airport just before sunset. A few locals greeted us warmly, but there was an unease in the air. A feeling we didn't quite understand. Maybe we should have. The first night was perfect. Laughter, drinks by the bonfire, waves crashing in the distance. Then came the scream. A woman's voice, sharp, terrified. We turned toward the village square where a crowd had gathered, yelling. Chaos. A man was on the ground, blood pooling beneath him. A villager. We didn't see what happened, but they saw us, and suddenly we were the outsiders in the wrong place at the wrong time. A shove, then a fist. The first hit landed on Marcus. He barely had time to react before all hell broke loose. A fight erupted, pure panic. We tried to run, but the crowd was everywhere, pushing, grabbing, separating us. I caught a glimpse of Jordan throwing a punch, Ethan wrestling with someone. Ava screamed my name. Then, a hard shove. I fell backward, hitting the ground, and just like that, we were split up. Ethan was thrown into a storage shack, locked inside. He could hear shouting outside, the muffled voices of villagers deciding what to do with him. Jordan ran through the dense jungle, heart pounding. He wasn't a fighter, but tonight he had no choice. A knife flashed. He barely dodged. Marcus fought two men at once near the docks. He was bigger, stronger, but they had numbers. His ribs ached from a brutal punch. Ava and we ended up on the cliffs, cornered. A man grabbed Ava's arm. I didn't think, I just reacted. A broken bottle, a desperate swing. Blood splattered onto the rocks. The man fell. I had never hurt anyone before, but now, survival was all that mattered. Cut to the journey back to each other. The next morning, the island felt different. It wasn't paradise anymore. It was a war zone. Each of us, alone, wounded but determined, started fighting our way back. Ethan broke out of the shack, using nothing but brute force and adrenaline. He ran toward the village center looking for us. Jordan used the jungle to his advantage, setting traps, outsmarting his pursuers. Marcus stole a boat and a weapon. He wasn't leaving without us. Ava and I moved through the cliffs, hiding, waiting, watching. Then finally, we saw each other. We weren't the same as before, bloodied, bruised, changed, but together. The villagers were still after us. We had one chance, to reach Marcus's stolen boat before they caught up, and we ran. Through the jungle, down the rocky shore, footsteps behind us, getting closer. Shots fired, bullets hitting the sand near our feet. Marcus started the engine. "Come on!" We leapt into the boat, just as hands grasped at my ankles. Ethan pulled me up, just in time. The boat sped off, cutting through the waves. The villagers stood on the shore, watching us go. They didn't chase. They didn't have to. We had already lost something on that island. A part of ourselves we could never get back. Epilogue aftermath. We didn't talk much on the ride back to the mainland. The bruises would heal, the wounds would close, but the memories, they would never leave us. Ava stared at her hands, still shaking. Jordan looked out at the horizon, his jaw clenched. Ethan finally spoke, his voice hoarse. "Next time, let's just go to Miami." For the first time in what felt like forever, we laughed. Some vacations change you forever. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More thrilling cinematic stories coming soon.